एक rotary forging process है in which only a small portion of the workpiece is deformed at a time, thus considerably reducing the forging force or capital cost of the equipment used. Wobble forging is a rotary forging process which only a small portion of the workpiece is deformed at a time, thus considerably reducing the forging process and the capital cost of this equipment is used. As shown in this diagram, there have a workpiece, there have a lower side, there have a lower die, there have a upper die, and there have a direction of rotation. So the lower die जो है हमारी horizontal and rotates on the same speed of the upper die. तो die have three motion type. पहला rotational motion जिसमें die spinning करेगा about in on axis. Second is the orbital जिसमें के axis of one die processing about the axis of other die causing the dies on upper appear to rock या wobble. And third one is the translation in this vertical motion या feed motion. Vertical motion या feed motion. Depending upon the combination of these three motion, different types of machinings have been designed. So there are three motion: rotational, orbitals, and translation. And further, because of the tilt angle, the shape of the upper die is only small area of the workpiece in contact with upper die. Since the contact area is only about 20% of the workpiece surface area, and the force required for forging is considerably reduced. And further, the deformation of the die and machine as well as friction all are also less, resulting in a high precision of the parts produced. And the process can be all be used for cold forging parts. As mentioned earlier, the equipment cost is lower since the blank is forged in small steps. The process is called incremental forging. What are the advantages and limitations of the forging process? The first advantage, the superior mechanical properties. It is fibers flow lines are properly directed, and fairly close dimension tolerance. Wide range of materials can be forged. Forging can be easily welded. There are four advantages. First, that is your superior mechanical properties, especially if the fiber flow lines are properly directed, and fairly close dimension tolerance. A wide range of materials can be forged, and forging can be easily welded. This one is the advantage and basic limitations की बात करते हैं यहाँ पर. तो there are dimensional tolerance. The dimensional tolerance, first is that the thickness of tolerance. The thickness of tolerance in this the thickness of tolerance, the tolerance on dimension along the direction of pressing या hammering or in the order of plus 0.30 to minus 0.10. This is the range of forging is up to 1 kg, and plus 0.435 minus 0.145 for forging weighting around 50 kg. And there are two basic limitation is first, that is many intricate code shape that can be made by casting cannot be made by forging, and using forging cost more than casting since equipment and tooling required for die forging are far more expensive than equipment and tooling required for the casting process.